Now it's time for questions and answers. I've got one that I thought of, which is about those new S codes for the management method code and when those are going to be required. I believe that I heard EPA say they're going to be required on manifests starting on January 1st, 2027. So for the next biennial report cycle, the code H141 is going to go away, and then you're going to have to use those S codes. So right now they're just optional.
So once I'm able to log into my account, would I be able to see the completed manifest, or should I reach out to the contractor for the final manifest? What should I do?
So once you set up your account, the first thing you have to do is get your account linked to your site. So you need to have site permissions for the eManifest module, and then you should be able to see the manifests. The receiving facility has 30 days from the time that they receive the waste to upload that final copy of the manifest into the eManifest system. So if you had waste that was shipped out at the very tail end of last year, it may not have been received yet, or it may not have been received 30 days ago. So those manifests might not be available yet. But if it's something from earlier in the year, you should be able to see it. And I can help you with, navigating the app. I'm happy to, do that on Zoom during office hours where you can share your screen and I can tell
Okay.
you where to click.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep, no problem. I tried to answer a lot of the previous year's Q&As in the video, so I'm hoping that's the reason that you don't have a lot of questions, because I just answered them already. But I will go over one of those from the past, which is what if lamps or aerosol cans were managed as hazardous waste? So it could be a universal waste, but for example, if the lamps get broken, a lot of times you'll see them on a manifest with the code for mercury D009 and that they were managed as fully regulated hazardous waste. And in that case, even though lamps could be universal waste, if they're managed as fully regulated hazardous waste, you would include them in your report. If they're managed as universal waste, then you wouldn't. Um, Once we submit the BR, can we go back to edit it? No, unless you send me an email and tell me to send it back to you for editing. Um, then you would be able to edit it again. But once it's submitted, it's sort of like my turn to edit, and only one of us can edit at a time. Good question. I have one more previous question, which is how do we report VSQG consolidation waste? So if you are an LQG who's consolidating waste from VSQG sites under the control of the same person, you report that using the GM form. And there's a special code for that source, which is G51, I think. And you would report the generated amount as 0 and just report the shipped amount. So I'll just say thanks for coming.
Just just
Feel
just
free
one
to email
alibi.
me. Yes.
One alibi. I just texted it. No, I was curious if more than one person could be a certifier to submit.
Um, More than one person can have certifier permission, but only one person can actually submit the report because once it's submitted, that's it. The other person's not going to have a chance to sign it.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, no problem.